Finally, we have the fight between Israel Adesanya versus Dricus to Plessis. Now, this is all you need to know about this fight. Dricus said he would want to be the very first and true African champion. That's a very controversial statement, considering the fact that we already had 3 African champions in the UFC already. And what makes it more controversial is the fact that Dricus is from South Africa. Hold on, I've got nothing against the South Africans, but listen to what I have to say. There has been an issue in South Africa against other African countries. There's been the xenophobia attacks. And thank God it has reduced, or maybe stopped, I don't know. But yeah, there's been a history of that. Now, Dricus coming out of South Africa, knowing fully well the bad reputation South Africa as a country has, and uttering those statements, it's a bit insensitive. But according to Dricus, what he means is that he claims that the reason why he said that was because he will be the first person living in Africa, training in Africa, and breathing the African air. But I've got a question now for Dricus. Do you actually know why Kamaru Usman left Nigeria? Why Easy left Nigeria? And why Francis Ngannou left Cameroon? I think the perfect example for this would be the Francis Ngannou story. Francis left Cameroon for a reason, because he needed a better chance. Economically, it's easier when you're in Europe or when you're in America than in Africa. And if you are conversant with the economic situation in Africa, you would know that South Africa used to have a better and a more stable economy than Nigeria and Cameroon. To an extent where you have other African nationals traveling to South Africa to reside. So for Dricus to come out to say this, it's very insensitive. And yeah, let's imagine a scenario where Cameroon was okay, perfect economy and all of that, and Nigeria was the best place in the world. As a human being, do you not have a right to reside anywhere? Or does that take away your roots? And if Dricus has forgotten something, he should go on YouTube and look it up. When Israel won his first title against Kevin Gastelum, he went straight to Lagos. And I think he also went to Ogun State, where he's from. He went to celebrate with his people. And if you pay attention to Easy, you would know that he's always representing Nigeria. Kamaru Usman is the same thing. Kamaru has even gone as far as setting up an MMA championship in Nigeria, the AKO show. And then you've got Francis Ngannou. What more can I say? That man goes to Cameroon every now and then. But for Dricus to come out and say this, it's really insensitive. But you want to know the very big question here. Why do you have the mindset of creating division? This is what most people are not even talking about. That statement by Dricus actually can create a lot of division. So we had the 3 kings, Easy, Kamaru, and Francis. They were always together. They even had a plan to see how Dana White could bring the UFC to Africa. So why not say something like, oh yeah, Easy has done good. He has represented Africa properly, but I'm coming to take his place. That's fine. I'm coming to be like the 3rd or the 4th African fighter to be a UFC champion. It's very good, like a very healthy competition. But he didn't do that. Instead, he's trying to cause that division. And if you're wise enough, you understand what I'm saying. He made that statement like a year ago or so. Until now, he doesn't see anything wrong in what he said. I don't know how this affects the outcome of the fight. At the end of the day, it's going to be a fight. It's a sport. One fighter is going to win and one is going to lose. But we rarely have draws in the UFC, but it's possible to have one. But let's focus on the big issue. Go in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this. Who you think is going to win? That's another important fact. And yeah. So all I've got to say is subscribe to the channel, like, share. It's your boy, Subs SAP. See you next time.